speak to Senior Clinical Lecturer at the University of Exeter's Medical School, Dr. Bharat Pankhania, who's in Bath in the UK. Dr. Pankhania, always a huge pleasure. You know how much we enjoy talking to you. I want to present first to you the ethical issue. Apparently, the UK has enough vaccine doses to give every one of its citizens 2 jabs and still have 50 million vaccines left over. It's now thinking it might well start vaccinating 12 to 15-year-olds. And yet the British Prime Minister wants the whole world to be vaccinated, but right now he's not doing anything about sharing vaccines. That's an ethical issue. Do you take care of your own people before you take care of the rest of the world?
I personally find it very difficult because we are not well unless everyone is well. And therefore, this is supposed to be a global strategy rather than a national strategy. So what we have to do as one of the richest countries in the world is enable the vaccine supplies to the rest of the world. And one way to enable it is to allow the relaxation of the patents. President Joe Biden has done a wonderful thing since coming to office in saying he is going to relax the patents. The holdback is from the EU, the United Kingdom, Switzerland, and Australia. They're resisting the relaxation of the patents. The patent relaxation will be the way forward to make more vaccines regionally.
The richest countries who have the most vaccines, the ones who are beginning to open up slowly, are they shooting themselves in the foot? Because the more the virus transmits, the more likely it is to mutate, of course.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And more it mutates, the more variants arise. And with variants arising, we may get a variant that bypasses our current vaccines. Furthermore, going forward, how are we going to look at the Africans, the Asians, the South Americans in the eye and say to them, we want you to cooperate with us on global warming and other matters, when clearly, when it was their hour of need, we forgot to support them?
Is it only a question of manufacturing? Because some people have said that actually there are issues with production. And also, I read recently that, very interestingly, Sputnik V, the Russian vaccine, is not sent as a finished product. They only send the raw materials to be made in other countries. So we're still in a stage of kind of trying to understand the best way forward in terms of producing, distributing, and sorting out all of these issues regarding the vaccines that do work, which itself is a medical miracle that they've come up with them so quickly.
So whilst component parts of Sputnik 5 may be sent to a country which can assemble it, the big issue is we need other countries, and there are not many countries, to be enabled to have these plants so that they can scale up production. See, what we've got right now is the monopoly from the Pfizers, the AstraZenecas, the Modernas, etc., of we will be nice boys and we will continue to manufacture and supply the vaccines. We would actually like technology transfer and relaxation of the patents so that the countries in Africa, Asia, and elsewhere can also manufacture, like India is doing. India is manufacturing under license from AstraZeneca, Oxford. Similarly, similar license can be issued, of course, with all the guarantees, the checks and the balances that it is safe to other parts of the world, because we are going to need these vaccines for a few years.
I want to ask you just finally, one is an ethical issue, the other one is medical, and I'm sure you'll pick up on the medical one. It's the fact that this Indian firm, Biological E, has produced a vaccine which is only in phase 3 trials, and yet the Indian government has ordered hundreds of millions of dollars worth of it. And it seems, from the outside, me being non-medical expert, to be a little bit of desperation from the Indian government. The other thing is this ethical issue. California on Friday held a COVID-19 lottery. 15 vaccinated residents of that state won $50,000 each. Again, the ethics of that, while people around the world are dying, for the Americans to be giving $50,000 to people who have a vaccine, it just sounds bizarre.
It is crazy. If anything, the Americans could have done this. In your name, we will donate $50,000 times as many times as they want to a poor country via WHO so that we can buy more vaccines in your name. That would be a good way forward. With respect to India, forward ordering vaccines, it is a case of they hope that the phase 3 trials will work and they will show efficacy, and therefore they will already have a forward order. So that's not a bad thing to do. It is a bad thing to start immunizing if the vaccine has not gone through proper checks and balances and proper results from a phase 3 trial.
Dr. Bharat Pankhania, I can never thank you enough. Thank you so much indeed.